What's up, everybody, man? It's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another video, man. And today, I'm going to talk about a couple of things that's going on with our Philadelphia Eagles right now. You have Brandon Graham signing a 3-year, $40 million contract extension. You have Isaac Seumalo signing a 3-year extension. You have Jason Kelce signing a 1-year extension. You have Jake Elliott signing a 1-year contract. You have Rick Lovato signing a 1-year contract. You have the Eagles declining the option on Tim Jernigan, allowing him to be an unrestricted free agent. And you also have rumors that the Eagles are shopping Michael Bennett. And you also have rumors that the Eagles are very much in play for the services of LeVeon Bell. First off, man, with the contract extensions, man, Brandon Graham, honestly, I'm a little surprised. I thought for some reason we was going to let him walk and test the free agency. But overall, man, I am happy that he is back a Philadelphia Eagle, man. I mean, this guy, he's a great locker room guy. You know, he doesn't get a whole bunch of sacks, but if you look at statistics, it shows that he's one of the best pressure edge rushers that's in all of football. Like, he doesn't get a lot of sacks, but he's one of the best at putting constant pressure on the quarterback, yo. He does his thing, and of course, who can forget the big-time all-world strip sack that he had on Tom Brady to help us get the Super Bowl win, yo. So it's good to have Brandon Graham back, man, for at least another couple of years, man. You know, well-deserved, really good football player, really good dude. You know, very good to have him back, man. Also, you have Isaac Seumalo also getting a 3-year extension. And I'm going to say this, man. At times, he shows flashes that he's actually solid. But obviously, this coaching staff is way more, and this front office is way more high on Seumalo than I am. Like, I mean, I always felt like Wisniewski should be out there playing more than he is. You know, but at times they benched Wiz and they threw Seumalo out there. You know, at times he looked okay, but a lot of times, you know, he didn't really do well like that. But this coaching staff believes in him, man. That's one thing that I can say, you know. Jeff Stoutland and Dougie P and Howie Roseman, these guys believe in Isaac Seumalo way more than I do, man. So all we could do is sit back. I mean, he's young, he has the size, so maybe hopefully he can put it all together and become a very good guard in this National Football League. And maybe even one day down the line, you know, become the eventual center maybe for Jason Kelce. And you also have us re-signing Jake Elliott to a 1-year deal. Jake's something else, man. Jake is crazy because I'm more worried about Jake Elliott kicking extra points than I am with him hitting game-winning field goals and 50-yarders. Like, that's what you get with Jake Elliott, man. Like, Jake Elliott will come down and crush a 50-yarder. Obviously, as he did against the New York Giants a couple of years ago, hit a 61-yarder. Like, perfect example, look, the Super Bowl. He hit 2 very, very clutch field goals, but then missed the extra point. Like, that's even in the playoff game against Atlanta, doinked the extra point, but hit a crucial 50-plus yard field goal before the half. That's what you get with Jake Elliott, man. What's good is he's young, so you know he has time to get a little more focused and a little more better, man. So he was our kicker on this Super Bowl run. You know, he's solid. It's good to have him back. You know, you also got Rick Lovato getting a 1-year deal. You know, obviously he came in and took the place of our legendary, you know, for many reasons, long snapper John Durham. And, you know, he's been holding it down as the long snapper, man. So, you know, it's good to get him for another year. And us declining the option on Tim Jernigan. This is a big salary cap move, man, which lets us know that we definitely in place to either extend another one of our players or to try to go out there and get somebody. Tim Jernigan, man, his first year with us a couple of years ago when we won the Super Bowl, he started off very strong, man. Like, him and Fletcher Cox look like an absolute dominant 1-2 duo in the interior defensive line. But, you know, towards the end of that season, he started kind of wearing off a little bit where he wasn't as productive as he was early on. And then last year, you know, he missed a lot of time, you know, coming into the season, you know, being on the PUP list. And then once he got out there, he didn't make much of an impact, man. You know, it's unfortunate because I liked him at Jernigan, but you know, Howie Roseman, man, and Jim Swartz and Dougie P, you know, they feel I seen a lot of mock drafts that got us taking Dexter Lawrence, you know, the big-time defensive tackle out of Clemson. So obviously it looked like we want to go a younger, cheaper route on that defensive line to go alongside Fletcher Cox. And then we also released Chris Maragos, who, shout out to him, man. You know, he came in a few years back, was really solid for us, special teams captain. But the last couple of years, he been hurt, man. And, you know, his money is unfortunate, but that's the business side of it that's unfortunate. So it's money that we got to save. And we also look like we're shopping Michael Bennett, trying to get a trade for him. Obviously, us giving Brandon Graham a big contract has a lot to do with it. And I like Michael Bennett also, man. He had a really good year for us last year. I think he led us in sacks last season, if I'm not mistaken. You know, he does his thing, rushing the quarterback, rushing the passer. You know, he brings a certain swagger to the defense. But like I said, it's another salary cap issue that it looks like we trying to get under the cap to go after someone. Plus, you know, we got Chris Long also, who obviously we're the Walter Payton Man of the Year that we'll probably also love to bring back. Derek Barnett should be coming back off of a shoulder injury. And you got Josh Sweat, who ended up getting hurt in the Dallas game, but before that was showing a little bit of promise. So we extremely deep on the defensive line, you know. And then also the Eagles are also in play for LeVeon Bell. We need, like, it would be awesome for us to get LeVeon Bell, man. Granted, it's a lot of things we got to figure out salary cap-wise because Le'Veon Bell wants a nice contract, obviously. He's been off for a whole year, so his body is even a little fresher. Obviously, he's one of the best backs in the league, running the ball and catching out the backfield, which is a type of running back that, quite honestly, we really never had, really. I want to say since Brian Westbrook, you know. Running backs was just a disaster for us last season, man. Once Jay Ajayi went down early in the year with a torn ACL, even before he tore his ACL, he had like a bad back injury. Corey Clement, you know, underachieved this year. He didn't play as good as he did the year before. Maybe injuries had a key role to it until he finally was out for the season. Darren Sproles did his thing for us. He was really solid. You know, Wendell Smallwood, he tried hard, but he's not a featured back in the NFL. You know, Josh Adams, he's a big, powerful running back, man, but he struggles bad with vision, man. I don't think he has great vision. And at times, he kind of stutter steps to hit the hole instead of just putting his head down and taking 3 yards. And I think in the game against the New Orleans Saints, the running game really cost us that football game. Once we jumped out to a 14-0 lead with the ball, we still had to chunk it around, especially once Brandon Brooks went down, who is probably our best run blocker. Once he went down, it really took away the run game because, like I said, Wendell Smallwood and Josh Adams are not featured running backs in this league. And Darren Sproles is a great, great change of pace back, but obviously you can't ask him to carry the load. You know, when we won the Super Bowl, we had the nice 1-2 power punch with Jay Ajayi and LeGarrette Blount, and we threw Corey Clement out there. You know, every once in a while, we even threw Kenyon Bourne out there. So if we could finally get that big-time running back, man, to go along with Wentz, to go along with the Jeffrey and the Ertz and the Goddard and the O-line that we have, it'll be something serious, man. Now, obviously, there's a lot of strings we got to pull with the salary cap because, like I said, Le'Veon Bell, he's going to cost. So even if we can't get him, maybe we'll go a cheaper route like a Tevin Coleman or maybe somebody in the draft, even though I'm not really big on any of the running backs in this draft class, to be honest with you. So I would really love to get more of an established running back like a Le'Veon Bell. But we'll see how that ends up turning out. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Go and give me a subscribe, man. I'm going to have Eagles content throughout the season. Y'all have a blessed one. Fly, Eagles, fly.